Well, 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 well. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Workstation Wednesday, where today, it's a short video. Also, just want to be showcasing something and a little bit of a news update. So we'll start with the news because the news is the shortest. Videos are going to start to slow down. I'm getting a little too busy, starting a new job. Baby's coming soon. A new baby crab. Baby blue crab is coming here shortly, so we'll be working. I'll be busy with that, obviously. Yeah, so I'll try to put out maybe two videos a week. They may not be Mini Monday and Free Friday anymore. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure on what the setup will be, but yeah, we'll have to go from there. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope these videos are fun for you. They will slow down. I'm sorry about that. But enough with that. Let's get into what today's video is actually showcasing, which is a small continuation off the Questing Beast. Oops. Sorry about that. Off the Questing Beast. The Questing Beast, a little while ago, I think a little over, I'll put a link in below when he actually posted it. But the Questing Beast had, actually, let me back up again. He had a really great video where he took a hole punch. So this is a 1.5, and this is a 1-inch hole punch, and he punched out art off of magic cards. Now, you could do it on magic cards, but I have this Force of Will game I got really into. But yeah, what you could do now is you could take cards like this, and you could actually cut out art to make really, really cool tokens. And here, you can watch his video, but I'll show you kind of my process on what I do here. So let's back up. What I do, is, especially for this art right here, I usually go down to where the words are and cut it. I know a lot of people that bothers them cutting cards, but these cards, they're barely worth 10 cents. I mean, you know, don't think about it too much, okay? So take it easy. They're printed into oblivion. So, but then what you can do is you can come in here and cut it out. So now you have a 1-inch token that you can use for Dungeons and Dragons or other RPGs. Now again, this is an 1.5 inches, so you would need, you know, a little bit bigger base, or you know, whatever suits your fancy. Personally, I don't like using grids, so a 1-inch, a 1-inch, an 1.5 inches doesn't really bother me, whatever I use. But he then put it on a wood token, like a little wood disc, something like this. This is, I think, a 2-inch one, but he would take the wood disc and then he would put the token on there, something like that. And that's nice and all, but I kind of wanted a premium version, and that's what this video is showcasing. Also in the description, I'll put below the links to my files that I created, but they're pretty easy. All I did, I went into Tinkercad and I made two sizes. I made a 1-inch, and then I made an 1.5 inch disc. So you can see that this is pretty close to 2 inches, but it's the inside here is 1.5 inches, and then the inside here is 1 inch. So it's 1 inch and 1/16 if you want to be really nitpicky. It's a 1/16 edge around this, so it's just a little, if you look there, just a little over the 1-inch mark, because these are 1-inch squares. But again, I don't use squares, so you know, use your discretion. But now I wanted a premium version, right? So I can print these, and I created molds of the two. I created molds of the two. I made 1.5 inch mold of this one, and I made an 1-inch mold here of the smaller one. So now I can make a whole bunch. But they're premium because I tested out a few different things. These are actually foil cards, so these are, they are actually the little more costly ones, but it doesn't really matter. But you can make all kinds of really cool tokens now with the cards. These are Pokemon cards. These are both Force of Will cards, and here's another Pokemon. And then I have a couple other ones too that I'm starting. So you can see these two. Got another one here. And I got another 1.5 one as well. And this one too. But we're going to be using these to create more premium versions of those tokens. I think overall, after all is said and done, after you use the stuff to infill these, because I did infill them, not just glued them, they're probably about the same price overall as a maybe a painted miniature from Wizards of the Coast. But what these can do, right, is that they're smaller, they take up less space, and they're a way more heftier than, say, a painted mini from Wizards of the Coast or wherever you get, you know, pre-painted miniatures. I did try a few different things. This one is actually just using glue. I don't know if I can focus a little bit here. This one's just using glue, and I do not like how it came out, because you can see here there is a ton of bubbles. Glue is not easy to get out bubbles. The other thing, and you can't really tell because you didn't see the original image of this, it made the image, because it's just cardboard, right? It made it wet, therefore discoloring the actual image itself. So I don't really like how that one came out. Then I tried this one, which is this is UV resin, and you can see there is a little bit of a spider bubble down there where it came detached, and this is probably going to be a better representation of what the UV resin can do. There's no bubbles in this one, totally flat. There is, you can, if you hold it up to the right, you can see where it's a little, I didn't have a flat surface to put it on, but it does have this nice sheen. This is probably the best way, and this baby is perfect. No discoloration of the image, unlike the glue. So this is a really great option to use when making these premium ones. Now the other one I did is I actually just super glued this one, and then what I did is I put a gloss coat over the entire thing, and you can see that it is glossy. Now this isn't a shiny card, but since I put the gloss on it, it did give it a good shine. And the gloss coat also really stuck it in there, so it's not gonna fall out on me. That was one of the biggest things, that when I was working with these other 1.5 sizes and I put glue on them, they fell off. So when I glued, say, this piece onto here, all right, when I glued this onto here, it would fall off even with super glue. So that's why I made these ridges, and I put the UV resin, or the glue is what I was trying, to make sure that it didn't pop out, because now it is completely in there forever, encased in there forever. And I really like the effect that the clear resin gave the shiny holographic cards. So that's kind of it. The other thing, I have another one set up here for an 1.5 mold, and I'm going to actually be making it out of Mold Max 60, which is a higher temp silicone. So I can make pewter casts, being able to put basically pewter in, making a pewter base, then put the print in there, then put the UV resin, and it would be a real, like, premium token that you would have. Again, these tokens are not meant to replace miniatures. I mean, as you all know, I love miniatures. They're more of just a little thing, right? A little, maybe if you wanted to just have a bunch of NPCs and you didn't feel like painting a whole bunch, or just have something real quick and small that maybe younger kids can grab onto, and you want it to be something more than just a wood disc. You know, this is maybe a younger kid, not necessarily like really small, but maybe pre-adolescent, you know what I mean? Teenagers, basically. You don't want them to get their grubby hands all over your very fine painted miniatures. You can instead give them a disc with maybe art that they even picked out. Really great idea, I think. But I'll leave a link in the description to Questing Beast's video about making these, these art things, and mindset on it. And I'll leave a link below also to the tokens I created that will fit a 1.5 inch and a 1-inch hole punch. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Also, just a reminder about the news on slower video uploads. You know, sorry about that, but that's just the way it is. I guess until the next video, I'll see everyone later. Peace out.